everyone. In this video, we will understand some rules to attempt CISA questions. These are some of the steps to be followed while attempting CISA questions. It is advisable to always follow these steps. This will help to improve our confidence in CISA exam. Very first step. Note down the keywords from the question. Step 2. Think of possible answer without looking options. Step 3. Rule out obvious incorrect options. Then step 4. Evaluate remaining options and select that match with step 2. So, still confused? Then follow certain rules that I will let you know in later part of this video. Some rules for CISA MCQs. But before that, let us understand how these rules have been arrived. They have been prepared on the basis of questions framed in ISACA's official resources. They are general rules and may not be applicable in all testing concepts. And they are specifically designed for CISA certification. It may not work for other certifications. Rules. Rule 1. Use of words such as frequently, often, common or rarely introduce subjectivity. So, if any option is subjective, please avoid the same. Rule number 2. If two of the choices are nearly identical in terms of language, one of them is probably the right answer. Rule 3. If two of your options are exact opposites, then there is a good chance that one of them is the correct answer. Rule 4. Ask yourself whether the answer you have chosen fully answers the question. Do not go for an answer that only partly answers the question, as it is likely incorrect. Longer the better. Rule 5. Select the option that you feel can be more globally applicable. Rule 6. Same keywords used in the question as well as in any of the option. Please note that such options are distractor. Please avoid them. Rule 7. Consider yourself as someone who has drafted the question. So, what distractor you would put to confuse the candidates? And hence, so other one is the correct answer. Let us take some examples. Question. An IS auditor is reviewing fire safety arrangement in data center. Which of the following is the area of most concern? So let us go step by step. Step 1 requires us to note down the keywords from the question. So keywords noted. Now, step 2 requires us to think of possible answer, but without seeing options. So, my possible answer can be major concern area, there is no fire exit or use of carbon dioxide, or there is no fire safety arrangement. Okay, so now step 3 requires to rule out the obvious incorrect answers. So from option A, B, C, D, we can see A is obvious one that can be out, because FM200 is the safest guess. Now let us see, or let us try to correlate option B, C and D with our step 2. So if you see, this CO2 is the major risk that what we perceived, and it is there in our options also. Fine. So the step 2 makes our life easy. Let us take one more example. An IS auditor is evaluating CISA program in an organization. So what is the main objective for implementing control self-assessment program? Step 1, let us note down the keywords. Here keywords is main objective for CISA. Step 2, let us try to answer the question without seeing the option. So objective of CISA can be better control, or maybe to mitigate the risk. Now let us see step 3. Let us try to rule out the obvious one out first. Fine. A and C both we know and will not be applicable. Now let us compare option B and D with our step 2. Wow, so answer D will help us to score correctly. So this is how you need to attempt step 5. Step 1, first note down the keywords. Step 2, think of any possible answer without seeing the option. Step 3, see the option and rule out the obvious one out first. And step 4, compare the remaining option with your step 2. This will help you to easily identify the correct answer. Thanks for watching. For more such video, please visit CISAexamstudy.com.